disruption he can cause. Can break tackles.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a foul.
And that's the kind of stand. And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And the decision to bring it out as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with it.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
That was third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they may have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They go play action here on first down. 2. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't be accurate. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
You just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprian. And the return just out across the 15 to the 6.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. They'll get it up the middle. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
On 4th down, Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley from 8 yards out, and the Rams are in for 6. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back. line. But in this case,
the Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go.
Oh, and Lewis lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Mariota on first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now, Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Throwing is Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and goal, Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that's complete to Cooks. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. Powerful running. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
this defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Dancing, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Orakpo able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And an alley to run. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ramik Wilson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Longacre in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
There's this out for Matthews. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Holding, offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Going underneath for Lewis. And down he'll go at the 25. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Rolling to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wesley Woodyard in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off. Near the 34.
a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And this will be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, 26 yards. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Brian Orakpo in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. No way to go with the football.
And got his man complete. He's at the 40. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Jordan with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Goff. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 17. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Oh, he's going backwards. Oh, now Backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, it's
rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Goff now looking to throw. Flush to his right. He's got room to run past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by... Jonathan Cyprien.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball for
him. Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a chance to make this a double whammy as they start this drive already in great field position.
Yeah, a couple of really good punches, don't you think? I mean, bam, bam.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jurrell Casey in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Goff now to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Goff, buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
And the shovel pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
They run. It's Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And got him in. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and trying to keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the one. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the sec. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. Fourth. Quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us.
And for the third time now. This is going to wind up a safety. Unbelievable. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So they tied the game on the safety, and we'll see if they can double down and get the lead.
And a lot of that is just building off the momentum because safeties are momentum plays. They swing things. They don't happen very often. They create great excitement. Can they feed off of that and
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. That'll move the chains.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They try right side here, Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Mariota to throw it. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Taylor. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mariota now. A perfect. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now Goff. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Being chased out left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They go play action here on first down. That escapes the sack. What is this? And he fends him off. Michael Brockers. He's the one credited for the sack here, but no credit.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
They get it to him running left. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. Let's just give credit where it belongs. The defensive front has out-leveraged the offensive guys trying to block them. We often say low man wins in tough situations. That's exactly what's happened here. 3 straight runs, and they haven't been able to get into the end zone.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now it's gone. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On 3rd down, Kelly. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This is caught. It's Cooks. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. That's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out come the Titans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. There's Goff. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's back to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
First and goal, Kelly. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff, because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Goff now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals out.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions.